I took a mother away from her baby, punched her, and laughed in her face. My sister Grace had 7 miscarriages in the past 10 years. Each one destroyed her a little more until she finally left her husband Mark because she couldn't handle seeing disappointment in his eyes anymore. She tried everything after that, including different partners and medical procedures, and even hired a surrogate who lost the baby at 20 weeks. I spent countless nights holding her while she sobbed and helped her refill flowers at the little shrines she kept for each lost baby. So when she called me last Tuesday saying she'd adopted a baby and wanted me to come meet her, I dropped everything and drove straight over. I pulled up to her house expecting to see one of those creepy, realistic baby dolls that grieving mothers sometimes buy. But Grace opened the door holding an actual living baby. The little girl had curly blonde hair and these bright hazel eyes that looked right at me. "Oh my God, Grace, she's beautiful," I said, even though alarm bells were going off in my head. "Her name is, Gemma," Grace said, but it sounded like she'd just picked that name out of thin air. I walked through her house and noticed something was seriously wrong. There was no crib anywhere, no baby bottles in the kitchen, no diapers or formula or any of the million things babies need. The house looked exactly the same as it did last week. "Grace, where's all the baby stuff?" I asked, trying to keep my voice casual. "Oh, I just got her today. I'll go shopping tomorrow." She bounced the baby, who started fussing a little. "From what agency? Don't they usually do home visits first? I have connections there. They love me and expedited everything." She wouldn't look me in the eyes. "Can I see the adoption papers?" Her face got red. "They're still processing them. Actually, we should go to the park and get them. The agency is right across the street." Something was definitely off, but I didn't want to spook her. We walked to the park 3 blocks away with Grace clutching the baby like someone might steal her. The park was pretty crowded for a Tuesday afternoon with moms pushing strollers and kids on the playground. Then every phone in the park started blaring with that horrible Amber Alert sound. Everyone stopped what they were doing to look at their screens. Amber Alert. Infant abducted from hospital. Female, 3 months old, blonde curly hair, hazel eyes. Last seen wearing pink onesie with ducks. I looked at the baby in Grace's arms. Pink onesie with little yellow ducks on it. Blonde curly hair, hazel eyes. My stomach dropped to my feet. "Grace, give me the baby," I said quietly. "No, she's mine. They gave her to me." She started backing away. "Grace, please, just hand her over and we can figure this out. You're trying to take her from me, just like everyone else." She was getting louder and people were starting to stare. "I'm calling the police," I said, pulling out my phone. "No!" Grace screamed. "This is my baby. I'm her mother." Now everyone in the park was watching us. A mom with a double stroller moved closer, looking concerned. A dad playing with his kids stood up from the sandbox. They all saw this woman with a baby matching the Amber Alert description and me trying to take it from her. "Is this man bothering you?" the mom with the stroller asked Grace. "He's trying to take my baby," Grace cried. More people started surrounding us. A big guy in a construction vest stepped between me and Grace. "Back off, buddy. Leave the lady alone. You don't understand, she kidnapped that baby." I tried to explain, but no one was listening. "Sure she did," construction guy said sarcastically. "And you're what? Trying to save it?" They thought I was the kidnapper. They thought I was some predator trying to take a baby from its mother. Grace was sobbing now and holding the baby so tight it started screaming. I had to do something before this got worse. I shoved past the construction worker and punched my own sister square in the jaw. A part of me felt bad, but I knew even Spider-Man wouldn't have pulled his punch. She went down hard, and I grabbed the baby before she hit the ground. Everyone gasped and started yelling, but I held the baby up and shouted as loud as I could. "Call the police right now! This is the baby from the Amber Alert. Check your phones." A woman was already dialing 911. The construction worker grabbed my arm, but then looked at his phone again. His face went pale when he compared the alert to the baby I was holding. "Holy shit, it's the same baby," he said. Grace was on the ground holding her jaw and crying. "She's mine. I'm her mother. I deserve her." The police arrived in less than 5 minutes with an ambulance right behind them. A woman jumped out of a regular car and started sobbing when she saw the baby, the real mother. She'd been at the hospital for a C-section follow-up when Grace took her daughter from the nursery. They arrested Grace right there in the park. She kept screaming that she was a good mother and the baby belonged with her. It was the worst thing I've ever had to watch. Grace is in a psychiatric facility now getting the help she desperately needs.